see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
It better be bright.
Look all around.
Bridget says I'm doing the music for too long, so now I gotta bring down the music. It's still live, Cornhusker. We totally changed our entire plan. We have no idea what we're doing. Actually, there's one person who knows what we're doing really well, and that's Paul. Wait, what?
Are the mics on?
Yes, they are. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate you keeping on top of all of my activities. Paul, Rose, knows.
So I'm not wearing my headphones,
Yes.
and I'm realizing that
It's annoying of you.
you're talking really loud. It's because you're trying to hear yourself with your headphones on.
No, I'm trying to. No, it's just if you don't wear headphones, it's weird. You're gonna be weird. You're gonna
You
respond
hook
weirdly.
You can hook them up if you want.
Where are they? We got here really late, like 2 seconds ago before the show started. And she's like, I don't even need them. She's like, I don't need headphones. They mess up my magical hair.
Yeah, my hair. Look at it. It's all wind blown
It's
from the
magical.
windows down.
We were just driving around all morning. I mean, we were running errands, but it's like so
and
beautiful out.
I couldn't care less about.
You could care less?
I couldn't care less about my
It's a
hair.
confusing statement. You could not care less about your beautiful magical hair. Oops. Well, to your hair
Thanks.
enjoyed blowing around in the car,
Yeah.
and the sun enjoyed going through your hair. And if I smelled your
now
hair,
you're in
I bet
my
it would
head.
smell like outdoors.
I like that smell.
Me too. You know who I saw here, like at the very beginning, and now this is not stable. I got it. Oh, look at this.
I
We're too
know,
low.
Superman curl.
We're too low. Okay, I got it. I have to adjust camera position angle 14. Niner. Alpha. Did I hear a niner in there? Yes, you did. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's Monday!
I just woke up.
It is I, James. What's going on, fellow humans and resellers?
Oh,
Yeah, so to
he
be...
just got activated too.
Yeah, everyone, it takes the noises. The noises are what does it. So yes, James and all, Paul knows all because he's number one fanboy for multiple people, including us, which we super appreciate. And he has it exactly right. Live Monday, members live Tuesday, live Wednesday, recorded Friday. And what that does is it ties up like our YouTube days to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yet our YouTube presence remains Monday, Wednesday, Friday, members only on Tuesday, possibly more. We're taking over YouTube. That's what's happening. We thought we wanted to do less, but then in all honesty, John thought the opposite thing. Flipping ain't easy. He's like, I'm going to do more lives. And I was like, well, there goes my competitive streak. Now I got to do more lives. Dang.
Well, Jovial and some others were like, no, still keep your live
The
on
people.
Monday. And
I don't know why you would miss
And
us,
then-
but I appreciate it. And
I know that's
if
sweet.
one person misses us on Monday, all people miss us. No, that doesn't seem right. If one person misses us, then that's what we don't want that to happen. No missy. Have you ever seen this dog miss his mommy? It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
He literally turns inside out.
He does. There's like
Turns
he leaves
into
like
big bloody goo.
and then it leaves marks on the couch. We don't want that. So, Morty the One is here. Aloha, Morty. Aloha, Paul Rose. Aloha, James. Aloha, the quirky picker, Chad.
Ryan.
Aloha, corn husker picker, and well, that wasn't for corn husker. That was for silver hair stacker. But I'm just moving too fast. So, and Record Crate is here, and Mike Seller here. Do you want to do something? I'll scroll up.
Whoa, did Ryan, right?
Up
Ryan, bearded.
Beard
Scream!
first in the house,
He's listening to UFO podcast.
and he's LMAOing.
Callie Debs, Carla.
Aloha.
Aloha. Signal Fixer. You said
Signal
hi to,
Fixer's
did you
here?
say hi to Big Dre?
I did at the bottom part.
Okay.
Now we can read
Major
them.
Win,
Did
too?
you say hi to Gina?
Doug and
Mate, I
Brian?
didn't see Major Win.
Yes.
Aloha, Doug and
Pokey's trying to send us a super chat.
Thank you. You super chatting us,
He's
sweetie?
trying
Thank
to reach
you.
his tree and touched my phone, and his little nose
He almost super
activated
chatted
stuff.
us. It doesn't. All that does is it doesn't work quite the way you think it might, Pokes. But we will take a treat from you. If you want to offer us a treat, we'll take a treat from you.
Kent Hamilton.
I'll probably have to eat it.
Aloha.
Aloha! What a crazy weekend.
What and what?
Am I right? What a crazy weekend. I just felt a treat
Stew.
trickle down
Ryan,
my
you're eating
leg.
stew.
Is it a stew day? Is today stew? We thought about stew.
Yeah, we did.
Chicken chili verde is technically a stew. Anything that comes out of R2D stew is a stew.
Fixing or flipping. Aloha.
Fix it or flip
Oh,
it.
Bailey
Aloha.
Banks. Aloha. Oh, flipping.
John is here.
Oh, Mike Summer. Thank you.
John just
Thank you,
donated a
John.
membership, and it went to James.
And Mike Seller, thank you. Cookie treats.
Thank you so much, John. Appreciate that. And Mike
Yeah,
Seller.
that's awesome. Thanks. That's exciting that James is a member.
He has been a member before.
Yeah,
I feel like he should have still been a member. So then the
We-
Flipping's donation would have gone to somebody else, but James has let his membership expire, and we can't suggest that because there is so much important stuff happening over at the member. It's not. It's not important.
What are you?
What I like about the membership stream though is
We discuss things that cannot go outside of the membership. What stays in the what happens in the membership stays in the membership.
and we're talking about like experimenting on certain things that we wouldn't necessarily totally want to bring public because we haven't tested them thoroughly, or we're just sort of bouncing ideas. We're also talking mad smack and other things in the membership, so consider it if you want it.
Oh, I see Paul is saying Aloha MCD is motorcycle. Oh.
MCD is not currently. He is
Fixing and flipping.
fix it and flip it. You say hi to them.
No,
We
I
can do
think
it
that's
again.
him with his.
You're saying it's him?
I wonder.
You're saying there's a mystery?
Silver hair. Yes, I became a member and was experimented on.
There's a lot of probing happening over here. And we do. So
So Kent. Oh, I was just gonna say Kent. So the gifted memberships.
it is Josh. Yes.
The people that are gifting them, they are
Spam
not.
Patchy was gifted a membership by the.
Yay!
This just can I tell
So they're
YouTube? Can I just say
they're not allowed
Are you
to.
really doing a good job by
know.
distributing the memberships?
So, yeah, sorry, Kent. As I was saying, YouTube selects
Thank you so much.
the people that are gifted the memberships. The person
Okay,
gifting is not able to. So YouTube does some random thing. So
And so Benjamin has gifted another one who has got to CK postcards. And it's random, but it happens.
He knows. Okay.
It happens over on Flipping Ain't Easy too, and I've seen it happen to other people. It's
Jimmy
really
K.
Jimmy K. Wait, that's almost mine day. Aloha, welcome. Almost me. It does. It happens to.
Ryan
It's
gets it.
definitely
You got
the
it.
most vocal. It's often you don't often see somebody like who hasn't mentioned. Or you haven't seen their name before. So generally speaking, someone who's active in chat or someone who's somehow maybe even behind the scenes active on your channel, I don't know, but I really appreciate it, don't we, folks?
Thank you. And Tony C. Ryan gifted Tony C a membership.
Tony C is new.
Thank you.
I've not heard of
Flippin'
Tony
ain't
C.
easy. That it makes total sense, and you're so logical too. John is saying it's better to do a membership gifting than a super chat, as someone will get the benefit of the membership while supporting the channel.
And if you do a good job, why does it smell like bacon?
It's his treats.
That smells so good. I need bacon. Yes. And what's really cool is I think it's really super cool. Aloha, Don Flippin'.
Hey.
How YouTube gives creators that the way to do those memberships, and it's not the exclusionary part. It's the people who really, really want to see more of you can. So it's not like you need to pay for a membership to see the same old thing that we're just talking about for free. It's to see, maybe more interesting stuff, more personal stuff behind the scenes, that kind of stuff. So if you don't want it, you don't get it.
We're
but
not
people
wearing
who do want
Hawaiian
it,
shirts.
we don't even wear Hawaiian shirts. My hat sometimes is black and not even colorful. Usually I wear pants. It's crazy. We go outside. Actually, we have some videos where we went outside. Because this week's going to be the first of our recorded videos on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what that looks like because I don't know yet.
So that's
what it's going to look like.
And it's eBay related. We used to do our Tiki show live on Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern, and those are on hold until fall, and then they will be going to our other YouTube channel, the Tiki show. But everything on this channel is going to be reseller related.
Yeah, we're resellers.
WTF!
WTF is from Germany.
Did we say hello to Gina?
I did.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I mentioned Gina.
Very good.
She's cautiously optimistic.
Oregon
is here too. You made it to a live. That's awesome.
Oregon is often in the memberships.
Ryan says sometimes I drive without even touching the gas pedal. No, I think that's an interesting experiment, and you can get a lot of places doing that. I don't think it turns out you don't save any gas though. So.
That's right. That's right. There was the members video of when we were driving without touching the gas pedal.
I'm pretty shocked that the car, it has such forward momentum where we could get up to 5 miles per hour. And then we're really cruising.
But then we made a left turn up a slight incline,
hill.
and then we came to a dead stop.
It was like a 1% hill.
And we just said, driving ain't easy. Or wait, what was it? Driving ain't easy when you're not stepping on the gas. Anywho, let's get down to
You have to go be a member to see all these important topics discussed. Yesterday, did you even know this? You probably didn't even know this. I saw Don, the auction professor, came on YouTube. He put out a video. And he's got a Patreon where he's got tons of stuff, and I kind of missed him. Okay. So I paid for his Patreon. It was I think there was only one level you could even sign up for, $1.99. That's kind of cool. It's about getting more people rather than charging a few people more. And I started watching. I watched him for about an hour, and I loved Don. We used to call him the angry guy before we had we have nicknames for people before we totally knew them, because he was one of the first people we saw who was I don't know, he was just angry. He had sort of
no. He just always had sort of I don't want to say negative take on a lot of stuff happening on eBay, but he was really just reporting all the crap that was going on with eBay.
So instead of everyone being blind happy about eBay content, he was realistic, which is why we probably called him the angry guy, because that's what we all kind of became a little bit. Anyway, bottom line is, watched his Patreon video, and it was an hour of him saying that he couldn't figure out how to use eBay. I was just oh, Don, the auction professor, for an hour. I signed up for his Patreon, and he literally spent the whole hour not being able to figure out how to do something. And I was laughing so hard and also slaving over a hot stove cooking you dinner that
Thank you. It was good.
You cooked the beans, though.
And Ryan was doing his weather video the other night, and I logged on, and because of my name, his It was an automated chatbot kicked me out.
His spam robot kicks spam out.
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
When I signed
How
up for
do
X,
you do that?
They wouldn't allow me to.
'Cause
And
you're
then
spam.
I had to. Yeah, I had
It's
to.
almost like
wait
you're
or
giving
something.
yourself away.
I
It's
know.
like spam. Oh, but it's not that spam. The luncheon meat.
So
Thanks, thank you.
any Jovia, aloha.
Jovio! Do we have something? I miss all the good stuff in the chat. I miss it.
No, I don't. No, I don't think no one's really getting down to any eBay stuff right now. So let's
Just a bunch of highs.
I know. Let's just get to it then. So
What do we have to say about? Okay, so can I do my first thing?
yeah.
This weekend, I tried like 5 times to make a video, and here's what happened. Don't talk because it's gonna erase my brain.
I'm curious. Go on.
Okay, so I can't look at you. You have to put blinders on.
Blinders.
Blinders and headphones. I already have headphones. Okay, so I thought for sure I had discovered how the business policies were getting screwed up.
Oh.
And this is all I want to do now is I want to like be able to document the business policies being screwed up. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't videotape it because by the time or whatever to film it, by the time I had was there to try to recreate it, I couldn't. I had fixed the issue. So I just couldn't document it. So the issue was that we had some items, and I was thinking about James, who has 5,000 items in his draft bank. He's a draft bank of 5,000 items, and people who keep a lot of drafts. So she had done some drafts that were created from a different account, and it happened before
Our own account.
But when we were doing that shift moving over or whatever about a month ago, and they were moved from a different account.
Yes.
So they couldn't have even had that account's policies on it. So when they got transferred over, they were transferred over into a draft without policies. So then when I went to go resume draft, it put in a bogus policy into it, and now I could go over to my business policies and see a shipping policy, the 3 policies.
Curious Collection, aloha.
Aloha, guys.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. So, Curious Collection is saying, "Oh, I was expecting."
I'm surprised that you guys all listen to us because I feel like we're just knuckleheads.
So we were.
Sorry.
We were really scrambled, and we've finally settled on that we are keeping our Monday and Wednesday lives as normal.
Yeah, no, keep talking. It just had a vibration.
And we are doing Tuesdays are going to be a membership live, and then Fridays will be a pre-recorded. The Friday pre-recorded will be Reseller. Oh, I'm sorry.
So wait, just ask Paul. Paul knows.
Yeah, Paul listed it up above.
Monday and Wednesday, we're just going to keep the regular live shows. Who are we fooling? We're actually adding a members live on Tuesday. Tuesday, we will also film Friday's show and edit it so that it's ready for Friday. So we really 3 lives a week and a pre-recorded show on Friday. And that way we kind of cover the week and we can stay in the game.
And it's all reseller related.
All reseller related all the time.
The Friday pre-recorded show is reseller related.
I'm going to get one of those Hulk Hogan shirts and I'm going to rip it right off. And then have like a wife beater on underneath it.
So,
with Primo on it, of course. Our merch.
Oh, Lordy.
What happened?
Gina had shingles. Ryan was saying his dad had shingles for about a month. I've heard they are so painful.
Gina, no, that's bad.
And I guess once you've had them, you probably don't need to get the vaccine, but I guess there is a shingles.
No, you can get them again.
Oh,
I think they
God.
don't want you to have shingles.
Yeah. There is a treatment if you catch them early on, because your mom one time caught him early on and took a medication. So James is saying
You
that.
did? Okay. So he did too. And James, I'm wondering if there's any way, because you have so many draft bank items, and we didn't have that many. So when I went to go try to recreate it, I just couldn't find any items that went through the same circumstance by being transferred over. And for whatever reason, they were created before the policies or something. I don't even exactly know how it happened, but they did not have policies. They went to a different account and then they created policies. The second I went to go click resume draft, that is the point in which they created policies. And I thought that was super interesting, and I tried my darndest to document it. So I wonder, James, if that if that little story rings at all true towards. It would be fun to figure out how specifically those. We kind of know why. We know why it happens, but we don't know exactly always what triggers it. Those bogus business policies. We do know if you have them turned off, they're accumulating in the background. And then when you turn them on, you'll have like 5,000 crazy policies.
So, and WTF was saying, I would like to have the option on eBay to block buyers who have given a certain number of negative feedbacks over a certain period of time. There's a good chance they will become a PETA. And that actually brings up something on Ina and Liz. So, e-commerce bites and
bacon and PETA. That goes together.
And value added resource both had a feedback related articles. And
yeah, what was that? I
eBay,
didn't really read them.
eBay evidently is making some changes so that we cannot see if somebody, like if a account feedback is from them being a buyer or being a seller.
Oh, really? They're taking off
and they're making it so that you can't see how long they've been on eBay. So
and look, wait, I'm sorry, just because I wanted to remember to say congratulations. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. 23 years on eBay. It is with 100% positive feedback. It is James the Great Reseller Live. James,
he just said someone left him a negative feedback.
I know, and it disappeared. And I'm wondering, James, when we looked the other day, you had 100% positive feedback. And I know you had like a couple of those like weird issues where you got a rolling like 15 from one dude in Dubai or whatever. I don't know why we remember that stuff, but we do. And when I saw that your feedback was 100%, we cheered. And we kissed and we cried and we celebrated.
Well, and then
all the things.
Also too,
he's saying he didn't have 100, but see, now I'm gonna have to take a picture next time I see this. Remember it said 100? I showed it to you. Well, if you don't remember, it's okay.
No, I don't remember. You said it, but I did not verify it myself.
Because sometimes they round up, and it's just like it was on the app or something, and they round it up. But I was like, all right.
And then another issue, another issue that one of the articles pointed out was that we're at 100%. Buyers have been complaining because they're trying to leave feedback for the seller, and they're this has not been rolled out to everyone, but eBay is requiring you to rate the product by giving it a star rating up to 5 stars, and you cannot proceed with reviewing your transaction with the seller unless you rate the product. And two people that were quoted in this article were saying that they weren't going to be using the product right away.
What I see from it is good. It leaves one more obstacle in the way of leaving feedback, and quite frankly, I think it's very rare for people to leave a positive feedback. It's more that people want to leave a negative feedback.
But both of these people wanted to leave positive feedback.
But let's just make it hard. Then nobody leaves any feedback, and who cares? I don't need feedback, quite frankly. And I'm glad I probably don't. If we have 100% feedback on 3 different stores, we're probably happy we don't have all the feedback we could get, because somebody had to be disappointed all along. We're not perfect, or are we? Thank you. Pat my back. Thank you.
And
we are perfect.
Who was it? I'm sorry. It was in the beginning of this. It was saying that they woke up to, I think, $200 in returns.
I woke up,
or
fell
had
out of bed,
$200 in returns over the weekend.
grabbed the comb
Oh,
across my
which,
head.
by the way, good news for us. We are in the clear now. Well, mostly
happened?
with our.
Tell me. I'm
With
so excited.
With
What is it?
the Halloween mask we got.
We sold them.
No, the
Oh, the other part.
$900 one.
Oh, we got feedback.
We got positive feedback, so we were waiting for that because we were like, oh God, what's gonna
I
happen?
didn't think anything bad would
Well-
happen. But it's super nice to have that sewn up
Yes.
with a little bow after
'Cause-
and it was like thank you for the patience. It was like a super sincere, legit. Everything was legit about
and
that
this
sale.
was
You know,
this
that
was the
nice.
the buyer who had reached out to us and said they were unable to purchase the mask that day that they emailed us, and could we wait for payment until like several days later, and we agreed. But of course, with eBay, with their new offer thing, eBay kept it up on eBay.
Yeah, like,
So what
until
we
he
did
paid.
was we raised the price to this insane price so that no one else would ever buy it, reserving it for him essentially. Well, the day rolled around that he said he was going to pay and he never paid. So we were so bummed out.
We were like, dude,
He thought he blocked him.
time is here.
Right? We thought we blocked him because we're like, well, he
I'm like,
stinks.
he hurt my feelings. Wah, wah.
And
Put him in the block thing, but through a super genius move, this is how you know I'm a genius.
Okay.
When I put him into the block thing, I unticked the little box that said, don't allow people on your block list to contact you. So it allowed him to contact me because I'm like, the problem is like, the only reason I would even put him on a block list at all is that sometimes when people say a lot of words to you and there's a lot of back and forth, you're like, were they just messing with me?
Yeah.
And if so, then they could mess with me on lots of different levels, and I just got to block them.
Well, and the guy
baby in a corner.
seemed really sincere when he first reached out and said, hey,
Turns out he was really sincere.
and he was. So I'm so happy that the block wasn't a true block because we actually had lowered the price and then put it back up, and we were like all over the place, just like we are with trying to decide our schedule for YouTube.
But then our fairy godmother, James, came down from
It is I, James.
the giant butt in the sky and like made it all happen. And he went boop 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 boop. This is a really bad analogy. I mean, it's not even funny. But he would like puppet mastered the whole thing, or not.
So I ended up working out all around.
I feel like
we ended
somebody
up
had to do
selling
something.
it for the higher dollar amount to him, the original guy. He's a collector of Dawn Post masks. So
Yeah.
it was so great that he got it. And then
I
then I
sent
feedback over the
and
weekend.
I sent him a note because I want to hopefully see a picture of his collection. I'd love to see a picture. And I've done that multiple times after a really cool sale. I've asked the person who bought something, usually furniture, because you just want to know, where's this cool thing? This, somebody just gave us $5,000 for a piece of furniture. I want to kind of like see their house and know what they're up to. What's dealing over there? And usually people send us pictures. One day we should have a little slideshow of all the different pictures, because you can't tell whose house it is or anything, but it's fun to see where all of our stuff went.
So Lag was saying, I searched eBay yesterday and I got a pop-up that asked, were these search results what you were looking for?
No, and they're not the droids either.
did-
How dare you?
I did read there was some issue with the card, the collectible cards or
Good.
something.
I hate
They were pulling
Just
up
kidding.
like insane results for searching.
I'm not into cards.
And
but we do have those Star Wars cards.
And then supposedly some big card company that was selling on eBay is no longer selling on eBay. They moved to a different site now. Anyhow, I don't know anything
Well,
about cards.
eBay bought whatever Golden and PSA. They bought two big card places, so they probably, any competitors probably went, see ya, bye.
Okay, Ryan just clarified. He said, yes, search was broken for about a week and not pulling up anything related to sports cards.
Really? So just the sports card was actually broken? That's crazy. How can one thing be broken?
And Jovial was saying spam, yes, left positive feedback for a seller on eBay and thought, no wonder most buyers don't leave feedback. It was too time consuming. And Jovial, was it that new format where they want you to rate the product with a star rating before you can move on? It's like this all these questions that you have to answer.
It's a hassle to leave feedback. I do leave feedback for everything we buy by hand, but I do the automatic feedback for people who buy stuff.
Ryan was saying I would search, for example, Mark McGuire in 1987, and it would pull up toilet seat covers. What if I don't? For some reason, I wanted to make a joke about John's toilets, but I can't. I'm not.
We got a free
clever
toilet
enough.
seat this weekend. A Bemis.
We did.
Huh? John, jealous much? We literally got a toilet seat that I've had to buy before, and it was like a free toilet. It's all brand new, still in the package.
So Silverhair said my store is being reviewed. I think Lag tattled on me.
I'm serious.
So
what's up with that? What's a
it must
reviewed?
be
What's the
new
reviewed?
because you have a whole bunch of new
new
product, right?
Snap. We didn't even say the biggest news
What?
of all news, and I have to go see if I can actually transfer the money out, because on our medium store now we use the same debit card across the 3 stores. What is that? I think I have a bug in my pants. No, it's a button. Is it a button?
Is your shirt inside out? No.
Probably.
Wait.
No, it's a It's a button.
Oh.
But the I'm all thrown off by a button.
Our medium store, our
medium
second store.
We have the payout. You can send it next day or through a debit card. And I wanted it right away. I still do that from time to time. And I sent it to the debit card, and Sweet Baby Cakes over here said, "You suck. You did it wrong." And I was like, "No, I didn't do it wrong. I did it right. I promise." And she was like, "Pow, beat, slap, punch, kick." And then she said, "Oh, right. It looks like you didn't. That the card had expired." And the card expired on all 3 stores, but only this one store made a big hassle deal with big red expired marks. And then when I updated it, it said I had to send in bank statements.
So Silverhair, we have to sort of review our account. And
It's not.
Silverhair, when they're saying
It's
you have to
asking me for that.
review, they said it was a periodic review. I didn't know stores had period.
I think they just make up stuff. They're like, "That's a periodic review." What's like? It's just words
Aloha.
to them. Aloha.
Um,
Amy. Vince Giraldi is the only reason we have a Charlie Brown Exodus, a masterpiece. Yes. I told you the story about how he was in Menlo Park, and my friend's dad was the manager at Butterfields, and he died like on stage, or like he went to the little hotel next door and died like at one night. And Vince Garrity went over to that same friend's house like for his 6th birthday and played.
So Beard was saying, Todd, I believe logging into your account from Europe triggered the review.
Oh, totally could.
I wonder.
That's
That
legit.
sort of makes sense.
That seems legit.
What are
Ours isn't limiting anything. They're just asking for
What are they
bank
requesting
statements.
of you, Silverhair? Like, what does the review entail?
They want DNA analysis.
Because so many people in some of the groups I see, they're
Everything
like,
that Pokey
eBay's
gets.
asking for receipts for all of my
Poop,
stuff.
pee. You need poop, pee, and you're gonna need a heartworm and a Lyme disease test. Right?
Yeah.
Is that right? That's what eBay is gonna want.
Oh, the medical records.
Todd, that's right. That's like, that totally makes sense. I mean, even if you asked them, they probably wouldn't tell you that's why it was, but maybe they will.
So Silverhair is saying they didn't tell me to do anything. They just are keeping the money until the review is finished, which I think when we originally opened our
track your phone
second
or something.
account, they sort of did that, right?
They may track his phone and like make sure he's like activity starts to occur again on his accounts in the U.S. and then they'll release it. They could do that. I mean, I don't know. This basket noodle could be in here and tell us what they could do. Lag says, send your invoices from the manufacturer's Silverhair and they will clear your store. Oh, well, I mean, maybe if that was the issue. But I'm going to put my money. If I was a betting man, I would put my dollar on the fact that he logged in from Europe. And that just put like because they're not as sophisticated as they're very sophisticated, but they're still not as sophisticated as we always think they are. So if they get a red flag, they're much more likely to shut you down on the off chance that there is an issue than actually finding an issue randomly through their security checks. My personal opinion, that means nothing. Christmas
So Mike was saying my standard positive feedback states fast shipping, good seller. Thanks.
Getting your nuts bitten off by a Laplander, that's his standard. Oh no, that's not the same comment. Where are you reading that? You read that was your standard comment, then I started reading Paul Rose's, which I thought was funny. My standard feedback states fast shipping, good seller, leaves.
I was reading.
Leave on all my purchases since I know buyers only leave 3 out of 10. 3
Yeah,
out of 10.
we have we've
2.5.
discussed this before on our show. We have the automatic feedback set up for buyers. Just hopefully getting them off on the good start.
I do. I mean, I make this. I make this assertion. I think that not everyone agrees with this, but if you don't agree with this, you're wrong. This is what I think. As soon as the eBay sale, as soon as a buyer gives you your money, as soon as they give you their money, they get feedback from me. Personally, this is my theory on the subject. The only thing a buyer has to do is give me money, and then they earn their feedback. So that's why feedback goes upon payment. I don't even wait till they give me feedback. Nothing. It's just pay me, you get feedback.
Yeah, I mean, so far it works for us.
It can't not work.
We haven't had any issues.
It can't not work. It can only, all it can do is
Callie Debs does too.
butt hurt you if they're mean to you, and then you're like, oh damn, I gave them a feedback, but who cares, because they're jerks anyway. And I very much believe this is something we've talked a million times about, that giving that first little gesture of
sets them off on the
goodwill.
right foot.
Yeah, goodwill gesture sets them off on the right foot. And even if they find something maybe a little wonky on the other end, or something breaks in shipping, any reason, they're going to give you just at least one. They're going to give you a tiny benefit of the doubt. That's my own personal thing.
Yeah, Paul was saying you're way more trusting than I am, Primo. I leave feedback as soon as I receive it.
I'm not trusting, Paul. What I want is less hassle in my life. And if I think about every move I make 1,000. Watch this. I just made 1 billion moves. I ran around this house. I just ran around the entire earth. Watch again. See if you can check it out. Did you see that? It looks like I'm fluttering, but I just did 1 trillion actions, and I can't keep them on track. So I have to just I just have to, like, as much as I can, not think about what I'm doing.
So Bearded was saying, Primo, if they tell you that you are wrong about feedback after the payment, tell them Beard said so too. LOL.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Like what? I only learned as an eBay buyer that I get feedback this year. Didn't even notice. A lot of people don't bother.
for buyers.
Well, like you're young though, right? You're in your 20s, so I feel
We'll never know.
No.
You can't tell. We're not.
He told
We're
us-
looking for the crepe on his hand in between his fingers. Does his hand look a little crepey? Maybe we tell
I
his
think
age.
that I think that us old timer eBayers, we grew up with eBay from the beginning, and feedback was really like the only thing you had to judge anyone, because that was back when people would mail you checks in the mail.
Let's just check. Sometimes
So you
money.
had to
Sometimes
count
cash.
on feedback, and like it was really the only thing you had to judge anyone if they were going to be a good eBayer or not. Now though, people don't really give two craps.
No, they don't. They don't. And you do use feedback, I
Oh
suppose.
wait, Lag is not 20 something. Silver hair is laughing at me.
No, I don't think so.
Lag's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm selling, I don't know. It's and I see Paul's. You know, it's not a bad policy for sure. But when I've just given away something on offer for far less than it's worth after a lot of dumb messages, I'm not leaving positive till it's received and okay. And I mean, I get it. But
Well-
again, for us, it's like, well, let's just talk about this. How about we just sent out this weekend for no reason at all, other than Lighthouse effect that Josh Galt said. We're shipping out, not even done yet. And as soon as I'm done here, I got to go ship out more stupid crap. In fact, 2 tape deck and a CD player, 25 items. The money isn't important. Don't ask me about the money, because it was a whole bunch of like $20 items. But that's what we were trying to do last June. That's when we wanted to make our big shift.
But that's why we got into selling smalls and
We wanna sell
lower
a lot
price
of them.
points, because we were like, okay, we'll just sell a lot more of the items, because
Yes.
the higher price point items are
They
a
take
little harder
longer.
to come by and they take longer to sell. So
Video games, records, but kind of
this weekend we actually were like, holy crap, this is what it's supposed to be like.
Store woke up and we were just shooting off. I mean, I don't even know, 40, 50 offers out. It wasn't just one day. It was sort of the whole weekend. Stuff was happening. In fact, today I think I don't think we got anything today yet, though. So that's how that works. But I do think that what we've been doing as far as spreading out that store is, I can see it in the analytics that the media store especially is becoming more stable. So it was like spread out and short on the blue bar graphs, and now it's getting more dense and rising, and you can see it. We'll check in with that.
Callie
sometime.
Debs was saying the Lighthouse is shining on her store too.
Okay.
Well, good. So that means other people they're in the.
It may very
dark
well be the
side.
Lighthouse. We're dark. We're light siding it currently.
And then
We're
sort of
light siding it.
going back to the
Can we just create a new term?
automated whatchamacallit.
Who's the one?
I'm already starting
Tell me.
on.
It's nothing can stop it once the yawns start.
So I do
It's
remember
all downhill.
though. I do remember Patricia was saying that she used to I think have automated feedback on, and then she got
doesn't like it.
screwed
Something happened.
because she had a buyer complain and like leave a negative feedback, and then when Patricia talked to customer service said, well, why did you give them positive? And she was like, oh gosh, because it
now,
was automated.
That's some bullshit.
So customer
I have to not-
service questioned her.
and I mean, this is what she used to make her decision not to leave automatic feedback. I think that was lame on eBay's part. That person was wrong to say that. That's absolutely a bogus response to her.
Well, right. They should have just
query.
been like, oh, okay, that makes sense. We don't want to discourage you from doing that, and
Look,
we'll take care of this.
we have
But
automatic
she got
feedback
burned
on
from
here
it, so
to do that because they want to encourage automatic feedback. So the people who were talking to her were liars and stupid. But she doesn't want to take the chance anymore, and I understand that. But other than Patricia, everybody else must do automatic feedback.
no,
Except
I
Paul
remember.
Rose. Don't do it. Don't bother.
I remember when
I'm
we
just going to
discussed
sit here.
it before. Other
I know
people were
don't
saying
like
they
to
don't
do it.
either.
I know,
so.
but I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. While
Great.
you're giving your time to not automatic feedback, I'm going to take those precious seconds at the end of the year. I'm going to have 5 minutes, and I'm going to go down and get a big old creamy with the hard chocolate dip, and I'm going to eat that while you're doing
So
your
Lag was
manual
saying,
feedback.
isn't the feedback antiquated? Doesn't eBay stand behind the purchase, so feedback doesn't matter? But again, I feel like the people that have been on eBay forever, that I know I like to see a seller's feedback. I want to see if they're a good seller.
So it's
I
kind
want
of
to
like
see
everything.
if the buyer sucks and is.
It's kind of like everything else where you don't have to do like a full deep dive into somebody,
it's
but
a
every once in a
headache.
while you want to check out a buyer or a seller. You just want to get it, like, you just want to look real quick and just get like a brain snapshot of like what it looks like. And if you see any red, you're going to go, well, let me just
Yeah.
investigate the red. And then
Yeah.
you have an idea.
Because it's no fun, having to deal with an angry buyer or an angry seller and having to get labels and go to the post office. It's not easy. So you want to try to avoid that, but some people don't care. And that's good. That's fine.
And it's not, you know, it's the feedback system isn't going to go away. I mean, all the you got to have it to a certain extent. Got to have it's also like the biggest flavor at Cold Stone Creamery, the biggest size. Got to have it. I do love.
Kiwi.
I do. I mean, there's nothing. Well, besides a really big number in my payments page, there's nothing more motivating than a good thing in my feedback page, right? Don't you feel? I mean, other than money, the only other really cool feedback is motivation on eBay.
James is changing Pee-wee's PJs. I love his PJs. They're so cute.
Are you finding? Is he like stabilizing, James? Is he with the medications and the thunder shirts and the stuff? Is he? Because it seems like he goes for like a month and gets nice and solid, and then maybe who knows what triggers.
Mike was saying you have to auto feedback if you sell a decent amount. Imagine.
Yes.
The great reseller
Imagine
life
James.
Manually leaving feedback.
It can be done. So,
yeah, James, what do you do? Do you
just
leave feedback for your buyers?
He just said he does automatic.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry.
You better be sorry. That's going on your permanent record.
I did not see that.
Nukem. I'm putting that on your permanent record. I DoorDash the crap out of Cold Stone.
We don't have Cold
Do
Stone.
you? How do you get it cold still, or is it half melted? I mean, because I love Cold Stone. It's like we don't have them in Vermont because Ben and Jerry's is like got the corporate ice cream conglomeration. They're armed. I mean, they don't let anybody else in. And but Cold Stone, when I see one of those, I mean, I used to have to stop, not so much anymore. But they get that and they start playing with your ice cream. And I'm like, yeah, put some of that in. Put some of that in. And then it gets all frosty and then you eat it. Something happened bad.
Uh-oh.
I think I hit the button with my microphone. G-Charge. Did I break anything?
Stream to multiple platforms. I don't think so.
Okay.
Ryan was saying he does automated too because he just has too many transactions.
What's that white thing there?
Oh, I was trying to get it telling me that I got the membership gift from Major Win, and it's like, do you want to review it? And again, thank you. Cornhusker.
Such a waste.
No, it's not.
I love you. I'm just saying
stop.
Somebody else could. You're there at the things. You're actually in the room.
Yeah, but I can log on though and see chat.
I'm just gonna go back here and say extra thanks to Flippin'
I was
and Easy
looking
John.
to heart Mike Sellers super chat.
Mike Seller here. It doesn't have a heart on it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, because you're not. I think if you go over to that one, it would be. But Cornhusker was saying eBay shows the same product but cheaper after they buy, so they cancel your sale and get feedback twice from you. And on the one cheaper sale. Hey, I wonder, has anyone had that happen?
But thanks again to Flippin' and Easy, Mike Seller, Major Win, and Ryan. Thank you very much for those.
You remember when
super chats in?
Josh posted months ago about that weird thing that the buyer canceled the order because they found it cheaper?
Nothing weird has ever happened on eBay.
Has anyone had that happen again, or had that happen to
so
them for the
from
first
what
time?
I remember from that story
test.
is they canceled it all because of Josh. Josh reported it all, and then they were mad at him. Even. Josh was thinking they might have been retaliating.
Right,
but anyway, they got rid of it.
He
all.
went to the community board, and everyone was like, "What?"
Lag says it's half
sorry,
melted, and he doesn't care when the Cold Stone gets to him.
It's just a milkshake then.
Yeah, that's true. Then you just stir it up and your milkshake. I may.
Josh, aloha! Just a quick pop in to say aloha. Aloha, Josh.
Hey, Josh, hope you have a
Nice
good
to
day. It's Monday. As we like to say around here, it's Monday, and my hair's on fire. Last week, Monday, the hair didn't stop burning. So from Monday all the way through Friday, the hair was on fire. And by the end of the week, I was just like ankles, smoldering ankles. That's what happened last week. Thank you.
Jovial, you can eat all the ice cream you want because it just fills in the cracks. Ryan resells infinity. Aloha.
Welcome to the afternoon. This is the big afternoon show that all other afternoon shows have to follow. It's one of the other afternoon shows. After us, then it's Flippin' Ain't Easy at
so Paul has...
technically, what time is it on? On our side, it's on at 6. So it's 9 o'clock. I had to do the math.
You mean 3 o'clock their time?
It's on 9 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the Atlantic. Thank you.
So Paul was just saying, yes, spam. I've had that several times, stating that they found a better price. I always cancel straight away and block. Mine was new and well priced. The cheaper one was probably better.
How long ago was it?
I didn't know they were still doing that.
And they said that they stopped doing it. Like within the past month, you shouldn't have probably seen one within the past month. Now, do we still get those still annoying offers where someone leaves us an offer, we accept it? They haven't paid for it yet, so it still sits on eBay. Yes, they still do that part. They don't do the thing that they did with Josh.
But for Paul, they
But
are.
for yonder in the marsh, bird. I'm really hungry. I just gave myself a stroke by being hungry. No, what happened to Sylvia? He has...
Smoldering Ankles was my 1970s stage name. Stinky Elbow is mine.
Yes, you
Remember
did.
that?
Yeah, Stinky Elbow. I don't remember how you got that. Did you stick it in a dog's mouth? Who
It
gave
was from Cockily Doodly Doo. We had a cat named
little
Cockily
baby
Doodly
dog.
Doo.
Such a good-
And he had a little malformation on his face, probably when he was born. And his mouth was really weird, and he couldn't close his mouth, and it was always a stinky breath. And he would rub his little face on my elbow, and I was like,
Stinky Elbow.
Stinky Elbow, that's my stage name.
Then he leaked black stuff and died.
Oh, God, please don't. That was awful. So, Paul, when you got the message about they found for a better
He's
price,
the lighthouse keeper.
did they inform you
No, jovial.
first to
How about
for
Josh
you
is
to-
so smooth? He's the fog. He's the fog, man. Okay, I'm calling Josh the fog.
So
from now on.
does
Go ahead.
Paul Rose? So
Sorry for interrupting.
does eBay give you the opportunity to negotiate a better price for the buyer, or it's just they found it
What are you
somewhere
talking
else? Now you got to cancel it, huh?
No, they don't. You can match it. Remember? Is that what they're saying? You match it. You either match their lowball
Wait,
bull crap, or you cancel it.
So he's saying I had
And
two
block 'em.
recently in the last few weeks. If anyone asks to cancel, I always do. Otherwise, they will just cause problems if you send it out.
I mean, that could still happen. Someone still does that, but without having the feature active, the way it appeared to Josh and others. I mean, yeah, I have had people mostly cancel. So, for instance, the most recent one was somebody in Australia buying that tea kettle we have, that Bodum thing. And somehow they didn't realize we were in the U.S. So they canceled because the shipping was probably extravagant.
Insane.
Yeah. So they didn't do that. But that's the only kind of cancellation.
Quirky Picker
Bean fog.
Chad
yes.
was saying, did anyone else see the Golden State Pickers recent
Bean,
video
bean,
where they sold a Beatles album for $1,300 and then the customer did a chargeback? That is just so awful.
I mean, we had
It's
the one.
theft.
It was only $150, but the chargeback, and then the guy is on social media boasting about the item, not necessarily not the chargeback, just how great the item is, and that he did buy it and he loves it. And I happen to know he did a chargeback because eBay told me, even though I was protected from it. But I tried to. I can't remember who it was. Somebody was actually in our chat and was kind of a serious person. I can't remember their name, but they were like, dude, you really need to put them on blast out in the world so that we know that this person's a scumbag, because if they don't get busted from it, obviously this is that friendly fraud where the people get sort of charged up on doing it. They go, there's nothing they can do. What can they do? Ha 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 ha. And that most certainly is going to screw with us. Yes, Ryan, it's felony level. I don't know what larceny is today, but it's probably.
I mean, I wonder if you can call the local police
Well,
in those areas.
remember the $4,000 chairs?
Yeah.
And I called the police, and the police went over and talked to the guy who
This was
put
some time ago.
it was like 10 years ago. But the guy took he got the chairs. His issue was that there was maybe some damage from shipping on it. And he kept the chairs and charged back the $4,000. So I didn't have chairs or money. And I called the police in Santa Rosa, California, and I'm like, dude, took my chairs and charged back the money.
He goes nuclear, so it's not just nuclear reset on eBay. If anyone screws him over, he's just like,
I just go right to the. I feel
No.
like I see the. I feel like I'd be a great judge. You're fired and all that. But I probably wouldn't be a great judge. But at the I judge well for myself, and I say, don't go too far. What does this guy owe you? The chairs or the money? He's got them both. You don't have any of them. Cops are called. I mean, that's $4,000 is a lot of money.
Nuclear. Did I? Probably.
You probably did say that.
I say, what's the thing I say? Milk? No.
You say milk. You say
Milk.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Josh might know these words because we're so close to Canada. Like the words leak over into Vermont.
So Paul Rose was saying it is just a cancellation request. eBay did stop the price matching.
Yes.
Never had that.
Because that was super weird. Gross even.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious people should not be allowed to use any platforms. No, he wasn't a buyer. This was a person saying it was a watcher on YouTube. And he was saying, he just said, tell us all who that was. Obviously, it was from YouTube.
There are groups too where you can add bad buyer.
Well, the only reason I
names.
didn't do a video on it is because I couldn't. I just didn't have enough solid.
Yeah.
Like if I could just like show him. My friend saw him on a Facebook group that I'm not part of, and that's how he sent me screenshots of the guy celebrating this purchase and with him posing next to it on his wall. But since I'm not a member of the actual page, I didn't feel like I could do it. I need to have all my ducks in a row. I was going to be a lawyer once, remember?
Looks like we're frozen. Oh, we're back.
We need a frozen treat. So we need, have we talked about boobs? Have we talked about poop? Have we talked about death? I don't know. But we have talked about bacon. We've talked about falafel.
Ice cream shell.
And ice cream. So we need to put all those three things together.
And we that whole thing with our chargeback.
Felony level chargeback. Ryan is
the-
starting a new government agency.
The D-bag actually left us positive feedback.
Yeah, see, this is the problem.
We had all of it. We've said this a million times on this show, but I just am telling.
Say it again. You say it.
He left us
Speak
positive
my name.
feedback.
Primo's great.
And
Wait,
we had
something else.
all of the messages from when they were communicating. He was communicating with Primo.
Frozen Coke. Do we need a frozen Coke from McDonald's?
And he contacted eBay immediately and said, no way. Look, I have all this proof. He left me positive feedback. You can see in the messages between us. Like,
I was feeling
prices were
self-righteous about it.
negotiated, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, no, don't worry. We're just going to take...
They kind of sounded annoyed with me a little bit.
Yeah,
They're
they were
just
like, no, we're taking care of it. Don't
We're-
worry.
we got your ass
you're not gonna
covered.
lose your money.
Don't worry
blah, blah,
about
blah.
it. And I'm like,
then-
that's not the point. I'm here for principles.
But they did... But,
Very principled.
but the bank did find in
Their favor.
in his favor.
Because you can't not find. I mean, the bank's
Ooh.
just find in their
I have some
favor.
crusty stuff on my eyelashes.
What?
What?
Is that left over from the big party this weekend?
I didn't have anything on my eyelashes.
No.
No.
You never know. At the tiki bar, what can happen?
It's just eye goo booger. Oh, maybe it's
Cool.
like dried up. I was putting Visine in my eyes.
Sweet, let's talk some more about it. Maching was broken this morning. Wait, hold on. I got to figure out what that means. Oh, at McDonald's it was. Those things are half the time they're out. Would you like a cherry? No, that's where you want to do a full like throw the drink back at the. I would never do that. Don't ever do that. but it is insulting to be offered a cherry Slurpee when you want a Coca-Cola one. There is no similarity except for cold and sugar water.
Yeah,
The
James,
flavors aren't the same.
those machines are always broken. All of the creamies, milkshake, frozen soda machines. There was somebody that like designed some sort of app or something to help.
Oh, you can report?
Yeah, and it wasn't. I don't know what I'm saying.
To report it. No, it really
It
is.
was, but it was
It's
like
the
they were
report.
trying to get McDonald's to buy this because
They were
their
trying to do a
machines
class
are
action.
never working.
They were trying to do a class action lawsuit or try to like get enough signatures to do a class action that for some reason they're systematically like shutting the machines down or doing some sort of conspiracy. I think that Bearded should have that on his Friday night show.
And
Now McDonald's is doing conspiracy.
WTF was saying that the best cat name is Jimmy Carter. Carter in German means male cat and sounds like Carter. Jimmy Carter.
It does.
It's so cute.
James has he is so successful and just always hears everywhere he goes. He's like he was trying to say machine and he said maching. Like every word has ching on the end of it because he is so successful.
And like was saying,
I actually don't know anybody else is on eBay who does. I don't know anybody else on eBay that does a better job than James at selling at what he does.
all sorts of stuff.
I mean, on YouTube.
It is on YouTube.
I don't know
eBay.
anybody else on eBay or YouTube. There must be other people that I'm not aware of, but from what I can tell, I see a lot of people. You might maybe sell expensive items or whatever, but the way he just rapid fires off those items and gets them out, he's pretty much
I don't know Bearded's.
he's pretty much the
level,
golden god.
But I think Bearded is pretty successful.
Well, but he sells
too.
different stuff.
And on Amazon.
I'm talking about selling what is, for the most part, just it's on the, it's just like right there at that point where it's so cheap that it just leaves.
Yeah.
And I'm highly impressed
he
with
has
that.
it down for sure. Lag was saying, you ever see the Amazon seller on TikTok that had a chargeback and then they went to the customer's house and called the cops? They did
No. I want to do that.
Now my bangs look like an arrow. I'm a mess.
Do you need to go? Do we need to go early today because you're a mess?
I'm
fine with
really
that.
tired.
I'll use you as an excuse. We have to I do have to package more stuff. I think I have 5 more items to package. Tape deck, CD player, an artist palette. Show the artist palette that sold for $29.
Oh, don't make me get up. It's in my office now. And Quirky Picker Chad was saying that the Golden State Picker said it wasn't the first time that this person had done this, the guy that did the chargeback on the Beatle album, but because sellers can't leave feedback, the person just keeps getting away with it. Look at that little pumpkin.
He's a little bunny and he doesn't even know that we're looking at him right now.
He's so good. Twink, twink, twink. I know, jovial. Oh, he looks like he's withering away and only ice cream will revive him. It's
I mean,
so
yesterday,
true.
he's just like, I feel like I'm like, we have to not cater to his every need because we're like, whatever he eats, we're like just tear like little pieces of salami, he gets salami. But you can't give a dog like all the stuff. So you have to like try to, just give him a little taste flavor. And he's like, no, you give me all the flavor all the time. It's hard to say no to.
Paul Rose was saying that Joe DeMarco once did a video on a buyer who kept leaving negative for sellers. He stopped counting at 160 plus. eBay didn't care.
Oh, remember Bearded keeps talking about his Jack LaLanne? His Jack LaLanne juicer?
Oh.
And he's got the tan one. It's the 2. Your sister still has the 1 sitting at her house. She's got the whatever model it is. It's white and with like red embellishment on it. Next time we go over there, I'm totally gonna gank it.
Beard was saying that those machines, the problem is Taylor machines, the McDonald's things, they only make the one machine for McDonald's and they have exclusive rights to
Oh,
repair it,
I
and
see, right.
franchises are suing.
Okay, so that's what's happening. Okay, that makes sense because then McDonald's is saying it's not their fault. That it's the machine company fault.
Yeah, and some other company like came out with something that could troubleshoot the machine like virtually or something. And
Lag says he's a veal, like
he
Pokey.
is.
He's a little veal.
I know his little legs have no muscle in them, and he's just one big. He's like you remember the Far Side boneless chicken farm? I was wrong.
No one buys Jack LaLanne machines. Bearded, they
will sell
they
them.
used to. So I would say probably maybe at this point it could be 10 years ago because Kitchen Ninja came out, maybe some different products came out, but at one point not that long ago, that UFO ball looking machine thing, that was those things sold for $200 or $300 used and parts for them. So I'm sure you still will get it. It's just gonna go on your slow sell through rate. Oh.
Lag was saying I'm basically that dog. Paul Rose, I want to be Pokey.
He doesn't.
I know. He's so cute.
I want to be, yeah.
He makes me so happy. I
Bearded's
can't
lying
imagine my
again.
life without him. Mike was saying, Pokey, brush your teeth. It cost us $1,300 today for a little dog to get a cleaning. She'll be fangless. He needs to get his cleaned.
Did Chuck? Did Chuck?
Chuck Norris?
Chuck? Did Jack
Wait,
Chuck?
I am lying again. WTF, got a sale. Woohoo!
I am feeling more and more comfortable promising
Have we done any
you
horns lately?
that if you like our video, that you will get a sale from Flipping Ain't Easy's videos. Like if you like ours, then it will tag on to theirs, and then when you like theirs, then we're gonna piggyback. Biff Baffa!
Nice to see you, Biff.
Where's our Biff been? Have you been buying? Has Biff been out buying? We haven't bought because last week was a nightmare. So,
But we've been getting so much curbside stuff.
we've been doing the drive-through, drive-up. We had we have a community just down the street from us that's kind of built maybe in the 90s, I suppose. Nice, a really pretty exclusive. It's not gated, but it could be, I suppose. It's a perfect place for a gate right there where the turtles go. Anyway, point being, they run their yearly garage sale thing, and half the people just put up tables next to the road and said free. So it was literally drive-through garage sailing for a while. I mean, I got out, but there was a hot tub for $100. It was insane. It was like all these high quality goods.
We got some 1970s Roy Rogers little kids leather holsters.
Right, the holsters.
Chaps and a
they
vest.
were free. So even if they're only $20, but they're not. They're probably $40.
We
They're
got
probably $43.
And you remember we got those Breyer horses and sold most of them.
We got the Breyer.
We just got
more
some
Breyer
free
horses.
ones, tiny ones, but they're Breyer horses. So
They're
we'll
free.
see. They're free.
We got a
We're not even having to
Can
spend
you reach
money.
that Carter's thing right there? That bunny? The stinky bunny? She's not right there? I thought he was right there. It's okay. Don't worry.
No.
Don't you upset your little self. But anyway, we
not.
got a bag of plush, which is just, I want to talk about that not being our thing. I have no idea, plush. But I just said there's like 10 plushes, and basically we'll just take this box. It was free, and we'll take it and donate it. So, but let's look in it on our way to donation. And that we found some more Breyer's horses, and I found a Carter's. Funny, because you mentioned Carter's, WTF. Carter's is like the baby brand. And I remember Carter's would sell shoes and stuff for babies, but in the 60s, 70s. And there was a little tiny bunny rabbit with a rattle inside of it. And they call them, there's a name for it. And people sell security blankets and these little Carter rattle bunnies for babies. They're like $80 a piece. So it's possible. We have an $80 baby bunny rattle. So yes. Baby bunny rattle. So yes, you can, pat me on the back.
James said, "I'm friends with Roy
I'm
Rogers'
winking.
granddaughter. I give
I'm
her the
winking at
Roy
everybody.
Rogers stuff I get that she
Do you
does
really?
not
Are you
have."
really?
We've done that with the Eames family.
Roy Rogers, the cowboy, or did he just own the sandwich shop? Because either one of them is like my hero.
Bearded was asking who's doing the Highway
Stay
127
perky.
this week, and
Who's doing the highway thing? What?
Highway 127. That's the Locker dudes, right? Locker podcast.
Oh,
guys?
Resell. It's in Tennessee, maybe? Is it in Tennessee? Well, no, it goes all, I think it goes through Tennessee down to Beard. I think it goes from, it's long.
Paul Rose, I
Where's
love you.
ADH
He's
stuff?
so funny. Sorry, been a bit serious today. My life's a bit serious right now. Wait a minute. Oops. Maniacal laughter. Oh, that's better. Back to being alone.
She gets serious sometimes. She starts like, she's like, oh, the dread of life. And oh my gosh, every worry ward. And I'm like,
Basket noodles
"Mwah." I come over here. This thing's plugged in all the time. And I just go, like that. And then she goes, I'm going to take a nap.
Roy Rogers once beat up Chuck Norris.
Roy Rogers, yes. It's a true story. This is the kind of stuff you only find here on the Primo Kimo program.
I was also reading that there's a big
B-nudes in the house.
yeah,
Robin.
there's also some scammers, some scam stuff going
Scammers.
on with coins,
scammers.
collectible coins, silver
What?
hair. Do you know about this?
Silver hair, are you knocking? Are you stacking?
Well, they're
out some-
taking advantage of people. Sometimes it's elderly folks who collect these coins, and they will literally go to their house and take their coins and say, "Oh, we're gonna take them and evaluate them for you."
What?
And then they bring back either they do
Fakies?
a total swap and kept the valuable ones, or they just
Well,
they
okay,
say
so
no, they're not worth anything.
I want to protect our elderly citizens, but if an elderly citizen has a whole bunch of collectible coins and they let somebody walk out of their house with the coins, that guy might have cognitive issues, because nobody who collects coins is letting somebody walk out with the whole bunch of money.
You can go on to
Are they?
AARP and do a cognitive test every 30 days.
We should probably do that next on Wednesday.
And
to
you
see.
don't have to actually be a paying member. You just need to give them your email address, and then who knows, they probably sell your name to every other company.
TV, airplane, shrimp boat captain. I don't know if that's the thing. It's
Yes,
called.
it is.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it's on purpose taking advantage of people who have cognitive decline or something.
Yeah, they call up people and they do this.
Because nobody would let their coin. I think if somebody was in the right mind, they wouldn't let nobody lets their money out of their sight, right? If you're a coin collector or something, you like your coins.
Like took a cognitive test. They said he was AI. That's so funny.
High five for everybody.
Oh, I haven't heard that one in a long time. Oh, if anyone's having major wind withdrawals, there you go. Do it a couple more times, please.
Stay perky.
High five for everybody.
Stay perky.
High five for everybody.
Stay perky.
High five for everybody.
Flippin' ain't easy. Poo-poo platter.
That's how you do it. Thank you.
Yeah, and James was saying, I watch the scam videos sometimes, and the amount of old people who will go to the bank and get like $25,000 in cash to give someone is crazy. It's so sad.
That's sad. Yeah. And I know, I guess I kind of know like what that's about, you know. It's more. I think it's much more about they have no idea how the modern world works with internet and people and stuff, and so they're just really trusting still, like the olden days used to be, where you could actually trust somebody.
Okay, but that would mean it's our parents' age, because there aren't many.
My mom's kind of a big dummy, but she's not going to give up her
No,
money.
I feel our parents are savvy enough. They know
Well,
crap.
My
not
mom worked
to
at
do
Hewlett
that.
Packard. I mean, she's not. See so what I'm saying is like, okay, if you have someone who didn't live in Silicon Valley, or like your mom wasn't on a computer her whole life, people who might be, I don't know, farmers, or people who just don't have a sophisticated lifestyle. Yeah, I guess you could take more advantage of them.
And Basket Nudes was saying that his ex politician. She fights those fights, and no matter where in the land,
no, that's-
she takes abusers down in enormous fashion.
Who does?
That's
Who does?
so great. Basket Noodle's ex
Oh, nice.
who
Well,
is a politician.
I just started to think that it doesn't have to be like just, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people who don't use computers still. I mean, there's like people just out there that just don't use computers.
I remember reading an article months ago about this insane, weird scam where somehow these people get the
Don't give away. Don't give away. Our
Oh,
scam.
I'm not going to say it.
No,
but,
you can.
well,
It's not actually our scam. I was saying don't give away our scam.
oh no, somehow like
I don't
they
really know what
would
you're
get
gonna
the rights to an elderly person's home, and then the elderly person literally gets kicked out of their own home.
Maybe. I mean, that takes a lot of. So there are companies out there that advertise to old people, usually on like news programs, afternoon news programs, that will say that is a major scam that's happening. It's happened like twice, but then they sign up for protection. Whatever.
Yeah, and Jovial says the silent generation is very kind, trusting, and giving generation. Shame on the scammers, and that's true. I mean, right? There's the silent generation. Then our parents were the baby boomers.
Maybe they should speak up a little bit. Am I right? But right. Come on. They're silent. They're silent, sweetie. Just speak up a little bit, right? Am I right?
Stop.
Why don't they speak up?
Like, now I feel bad for convincing Silverhair to put me in his
Oh,
will.
we actually have been
Listen,
watching a
everyone is on
slow-moving elder abuse here.
Silverhair's will. So anyone that's on it will probably get a penny because there's so many people in the will.
It's true. Everybody gets one coin in the stack.
But yes, and right, there are still people with us living from the silent generation, and they are the ones that I think are being taken advantage of.
Silverhair says that Pokey's higher on the list. Nice. Pokey,
Oh, he just opened his eyes.
yeah, he's like, thanks. Tell Todd thanks, he says, with a wink and a nod. Ooh, it's gold coins. You know, I gotta say, I haven't held a gold coin in a long time. I feel like I need that gold coin energy. We should go to the coin shop and look at some gold coins. We should go to the coin shop, the one shop that's in town, and there's the shorter old guy who has hair. Then there's the taller old guy who's bald. And then I think they just like have one box of coins, and then every day they come in and pull it out and then pass them back and forth. They seem to be doing the same thing every day I go in there.
Oh, in the Blue Mall?
Yeah, the Blue Mall one.
Okay.
We need to go say hi. They often will have like a toy or something that I don't know where they get them. They just pick up interesting little artifacts. Most of it's like more antique-y, but every once in a while they'll just have like a cool 60s, 70s toy in there.
That's where we got the
Evil Knievel.
I just powered down.
Maybe we should go. Do you want to go? Oh, she did power down.
Wow, I really was just like, wow, I could fall asleep.
You were like, hey, let me see let me just try on sleeping for a second. Hold on. Yeah, it's good.
Why does something smell like it's
On fire?
melting or something? Oh, actually, the dryer. Hold on. Oh,
Is the dryer on fire?
I'll be right back.
Anybody remember Bobby Jimmy and the Crickets from the 80s? He did like parody rap songs. Trying to find, I mean, I can find it on eBay, but I accidentally let my eBay coupon lapse since June 30th. That is very unbiff. So have you noticed a drop in sales? Because we are absolutely enjoying our time in the sun right now. It's not July. This is, if I were, I would have to actually go look at all the numbers, but I would say this is probably our best July in forever. June last year was our best June on record last year, and that was 10 grand. And then July was a drop off the cliff. And this July is beating last July, which is good, but it's taking 3 different stores to do it. And I think there's good reason for that.
No dryer fire.
What was it? Are you just smelling things?
But I did
Do you think it
clean
was
his
your
blankie.
brain?
Maybe.
Maybe your brain was burning. You need like a new rubber band or something in there. Biff let his coupon expire. So my sales were just okay. Probably could have been better because he let his coupon expire. Now he's going to do that, and he's going to be all rocking again. How's the moonlighting? Biff Boffo's moonlighting. How is that going? Basket Noodle says, I remember neighbors of ours 3 doors down, also a rock band, had taken on something she bought from Amazon, and the seller was very rude and cruel.
What is that? How? What? How does that happen? I thought Amazon was just like always accommodating.
I mean, maybe they got some
Gen
maybe they're
sales have
able
been
to get-
decent, selling a lot of video games.
Yeah, so have we. So we've been selling not the records, so which is surprising. The books selling, the video games selling, totally video game selling, Jen. I don't know why, but yes, video games we probably shipped out. I mean, in all the different systems like TI 99. Like, why all of a sudden are people buying that? And for full price. Not even sending out everything's on sale for 20% off sale, but normally I do a 30% off sale and then send 20% off. Now I'm just have a 20% sale and people are just buying it. I don't even have to send them offers.
Basket Noodle was saying that his ex went on the phone to Amazon corporate and the state AG code enforcement local to the seller, and man, did she hammer that seller. Game over. Good.
You know, I don't know if people...
I wish that would happen more often to all these scammers, buyers and sellers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I learned when I went to my freshman year of high school was very challenging, and by the time I got to a place called California Education Plan, which was me and 2 teachers, it was the last quarter of freshman year of high school. I did my entire freshman year of high school in 1 quarter, and I actually did pretty well. But it was because I had a teacher and me, and that's it. So I couldn't. It's not like, how can you get something wrong if you just have one teacher right there with you? And it's like, if you got it wrong, they'd say, hey, you got it wrong, and make you correct it, and then you get it right, and then you can't fail. So anyway, Bart taught me about the TI 99, and we did do general plotting and some other things, rudimentary. I don't remember that it being so awesome because you could put the register anywhere. The moonlighting is a good time. I meet some very different people. Awesome. I'm glad that's a fulfilling part of the Biff experience. Okay, that's it. We're gonna. So part of our thing is to try to just reel in the lives a little bit, so we little tiny lesser. And she's already falling asleep. She's useless.
I don't know why.
And I don't have anything to say. She's not here. How am I gonna do it? You don't even have your headphones on.
Yeah, because I got up. I'm too tired to put them back on.
And now I have 2. I can hear into the future. Yeah.
You're
okay,
so
you guys.
silly.
You guys go do stuff. We are going to.
Thank you so much for being here.
We're going to. Should I put the music? Oh, that was the cool thing. So remember last week I said that the. Well, if you play music on YouTube, usually they just kill your monetization. You just can't do that. Usually people don't like it. But the Archie Bell and the Drells or whatever it is that does the Tighten Up, they shared revenue shared. Very uncommon on YouTube for an artist to revenue share of like music that you know. And they totally revenue sharing. So they split our money from our show, from our episode. Not the super chats and stuff, just the ad revenue. So that's cool.
So Biff is asking, what's the schedule again? So, okay, let's start from the first day of the week. Monday,
It started in
remains this
1969 when I was born.
Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern, live.
Monday, 1.
Tuesday will be a live members only, which
Time.
will probably be
squishy time.
around 1 because we don't want
Maybe
it
a
too
little
late
earlier.
for Paul, but not too early for West
Yeah.
Coast. Wednesday, still the same, 1 Eastern live. And then Fridays, we plan on having a pre-recorded reseller related video, which will
What time does that come out? You know,
1 maybe
better.
1. We'll just stick to 1 for everything.
That would be the ideal, is to stick to 1 on everything and just kind of have the 1 o'clock.
So
be the
Mondays
Primo
and
hour.
Wednesdays are staying the same. Yeah.
Nothing really changes. We just talk about a lot of different things and go back and forth forever,
Yeah.
pretending like we have major decisions to make. And for us, they are important. So, thank you very much, Major Wiz.
Stay perky.
you.
High five for everybody.
And thank you all for joining us as much as you do. It's really nice and fun to talk with everyone about selling, because we don't really have anyone else to talk to about what we do. So
No, we don't.
so it's nice to have you all. If you want to go later, guys, no problem. Don't stick to 1 p.m. on my account.
No,
Yeah,
we
we
want to keep
understand.
it.
It's
like
gonna help us with keeping a schedule ourselves.
you gotta have the hat. You gotta have most of a full beard. lady.
Although I just remembered though,
What?
we might have some appointments scheduled on Tuesdays because
We'll work. Don't worry.
Yeah,
you won't know.
We've scheduled them out because we're not doing videos on Tuesdays. Anyhow, let's throw more conversation into this.
Okay, everybody, thank you so
Thank you
much
for being with us. We
joining us.
appreciate you.
Carla, Doug and Roe, Lad, and Basket Noodle, and Paul Rose,
Jovial,
and
Jen.
Callie Beth, Jen, and go fast, Silver Hair Stagger Talk, and the breaded picker.
James, bearded. Basket Noodles said, WTF.
Everybody.
Ryan, aloha, everyone. Thank
Stay
you so
perky.
much. We appreciate you.
Have a great day. See you tomorrow on the members.
We forgot.
See you on Wednesday.
We didn't say your name. Sorry.
we got time.
appreciate you.
Go ahead.
I don't. Oh, I'm just trying to think. Motorcycle Dork, if he was
Oh, Motorcycle
here.
Dork. Yes, of course.
We said John. I think, did we get everyone? I said Ryan, yeah, I think so. Okay. No, that's when we need
Do it all again.
That's when we need Jeopardy.
Yeah, we did. Okay, guys, have a great afternoon. We'll see you on Wednesday or possibly tomorrow. If you're a member, go be a member. Like this video, subscribe. Love Poke. How can you not love Poke?
Oh, he's so cute.
Have a great afternoon,
Best
everybody.
boy. Aloha!
Stay perky.
High five for everybody.
Flipping ain't easy. Poo-poo platter.
Bean, 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 bean.
What's going on, fellow humans and resellers?
He smells like grass.